hard, but if they put you at the ledge, they also ledge trap very hard. So, I mean, I would expect to see, right, one opening on the stage leads to pretty much the rest of it being played on either the left or the right until somebody makes a mistake. And Game 1 on Battlefield will give both of these characters a couple of extra escape zones so that maybe that doesn't have to be the case.
Also, excellent music choice. I don't know if it was random or not, but so cultured. Able to get a quick little jab, has him off stage, comes back on with the back heel, neutrally down B through the spot dodge coverage, which would have also been safe on shield. Again, ChunkyKong's routes are like so optimized and so safe. If something misses, he's still in a safe position to continue it.
Oh, 2 parries as well to keep things safe, but KirbyKid busts him right on through with that armor. ChunkyKong not letting him build up any amount of momentum, and you can see, above all else, ChunkyKong has a really good idea of how to deal with the projectiles, and that's the #1 thing you can't fall victim to against the King K rule. ChunkyKong not getting caught off guard.
Okay, makes it back on with up B, waiting a little bit, just jumps off, looking for this nice little safe landing. Fade back neutrally is the move of choice, and again, like these two are just going back and forth. Right now, this is anybody's game 1, or stock 1, excuse me, to take. F-Tilt is going to be able to do it. I'm surprised KirbyKid died.
Yeah, I mean, K-Rool being a heavy character in the first place, and that forward tilt is a real get-off-me option, right? It is not necessarily a kill move by any means, especially for a character like DK, but nonetheless, ChunkyKong finding his ins, but KirbyKid also inside the building now. Each player's taking a stock, and I would say that ChunkyKong is definitely happy to get that first opening as things are evened up.
Yeah. Okay, down to a dash attack, the classic. Now 31% off of 2 hits. 2-hit combo, that's all it takes.
Canes doesn't even do me like that. No. In my head, I heard the Ed and Eddie, do the up throw, and then you just know something terrible is going to happen to you. 105% though.
I don't know why he didn't go for the up. I don't know if it would have killed it or not, but it definitely, in my mind at least, might have had a chance to.
I think that forward air would have the better chance because it'll actually hit higher up. And I know that the up tilt, or the up air, like, it also doesn't have the range, right? And if KirbyKid tries to jump out, maybe you get something cheesy. Regardless, Chunky taking the croc for a trip off stage, and he will give him a football toss into the blast zone.
Sends him back to the swamp.
Back to the swamp.
Is Louisiana swamp?
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Quite the swampland, Louisiana, in fact.
God, that's
the
so
bayous,
poetic.
as they call it.
It's so poetic that KirbyKid plays King K role then, yeah.
Hey, I mean, ChunkyKong's not unfamiliar from Florida as well. Maybe that's why he's giving KirbyKid the work right now. Oh my goodness.
But the battlefield ceiling quite tall, and King K role quite heavy as well. Up of course did not kill, but good double jump wait. You see ChunkyKong did not rush back onto the stage. Waited for KirbyKid's option. Okay.
I respect it. I respect it. I know that you're sighing, but when you play with heart like ChunkyKong does, you have to go for that
We've
sometimes.
had so many missed
To feed
clips.
your soul.
So many missed clips today.
To feed your soul.
Yeah. He didn't feed it correctly. You know, he missed.
No. He was like, oh no, that's gross. I don't want that. 73 though, and at 140. Football touchdown!
Yo. Like the slow-mo kill screen on that is like nuts. It's like it's wrong. You know? He's like putting his whole back into it. Oh my god.
It's terrible form, is what it is. You're not. That's not a spiral toss.
I love it when like atypical options kill like in Smash, because like if it's on the final stock, you just get to see slowed down animations that you don't normally see.
That you would never ever see in your life.
Like Wario up smash, his head is big.
It's huge.
Huge.
The body breaking, as they call it.
How do you feel about going back to Battlefield?
I think it's fine. Honestly, KirbyKid was playing that game really closely, and there were just a couple of times where he was letting ChunkyKong into his face, but his conversions were on point. I don't think that he was really missing anything big. ChunkyKong was just playing really, really well, and as long as he can make a couple of adaptations as a K-roll, right, and again, figure out where you can use those projectiles, because that was the big thing that ChunkyKong was dealing with exceptionally well.
Comes back on with the up B, rolls back on, down tilt, down B for the coverage again. KirbyKid consistently spot dodging in that same place, and finds that up B though, and now KirbyKid has a very gentle lead, definitely susceptible to, you know, get reversed at any point with Donkey Kong.
Trying to play patiently around that. I love the spacing by KirbyKid, and an amazing mash to stay alive right there, because that ding-dong, even without rage, probably would have done it on that top platform. ChunkyKong still hunting for something big to even things up, but you see KirbyKid picking his spots so much better.
Okay, another little down throw into side B for the optimal coverage. Waits a little bit with the double jump, stalls with the up B. ChunkyKong's recoveries, you know, like with DK, are like optimal. Donkey Kong recovery is not good, but ChunkyKong is making it seem so.
Well, the thing is it's the same vein as Captain Falcon, right? Where you can make it seem a lot better than it is because you have mix-ups. And a lot of people don't utilize those mix-ups enough, but with Donkey Kong, you have great ways to change up that aerial drift. Recoveries notwithstanding, ChunkyKong needs to get a grab, a back air, something, because KirbyKid has a 3-stock to 1 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so just jumping in mid-range, looking for the back air, waiting for KirbyKid to whiff. Did not even kill at that point, though. Again, you can't really go out for edge guards against King Kiggle. So just waiting a little bit, looking for this next opening, and ChunkyKong is not gushing, right? Just being as patient as possible.
However, burning that giant punch before the armor and the hitbox could come out, KirbyKid countering back and looking unbothered. ChunkyKong just can't finish this off. K-Rool's such a big boy. 207 post-hit is when the stock finally drops.
Okay, doesn't even go in on that side B, like knowing, yo, I don't have any like safe openings. Maybe a tomahawk grab is like the only thing that you could have gotten, but ChunkyKong waiting, being patient, dashing, shielding, not taking any hits at this point. Double parry.
He's actually playing Elite Smash right now. He's like, okay, well, you got the projectiles. I can't do anything about that. Yeah. I'm going to stand here until this ends.
Finally gets a dash attack, but not able to get a lot of mileage off of it. ChunkyKong not finding any of those massive openings until he gets that falling up. And love that side B is a really good idea.
Man, showing such great awareness of the way that KirbyKid is acting out of disadvantage to eat this back throw, though. Here comes the K-Rool edge guard.
Crown in hand. I like the idea to go for like coverage, but didn't jump up like high enough for the Z drop to do anything.
KirbyKid barely missing a punish on that dash attack, though. Will get put to ledge once again. The DK at 125, an up throw on that center platform would certainly do it if KirbyKid wanted to stay grounded to center, but we do go to last stock. ChunkyKong, try as he might to claw it back, will not get the chance. KirbyKid with the Angel platform invincibility, immediately dropping down with the forward air, getting right back into this set.
Chunky was not ready for it. Chunky took it, and now we are going to be going on to a game 3. I do believe that this is all best of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Best of 5.
Oh, this is best of 5.
Top 4 is best of 5, I do believe. Okay. So this is the one winner's side match that we do get that. And honestly, when you're, again, talking about these two people, these are people who, if they meet in bracket, you will see this exact set play out. Yeah. These are their mates, and I think that getting a best of 5 between them is all that we can really ask for.
Absolutely, but okay, so many unsafe buttons on shield. Chunky, though, not going to be able to get a mix-up, goes for the immediate up throw. Dash attack, waits a little bit, was not ready for the slide off. A little bit of like an atypical option. Most people, they just get ready for like the tech chases, but yeah, just threw them off a little bit.
Landing down air, though, for KirbyKid, giving him a safe avenue to that platform, potentially a chance for a reversal as well. And the parries from ChunkyKong, although every time he's had that same sequence, right? Parry them both, and then take the crown on the way back. And KirbyKid, well, crown belongs to him at the moment with the lead once again, and he has been tough to wrestle a lead away from so far today. ChunkyKong got robbed.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm going to be honest with you.
He opened the right page, and you know what happened? He ripped the page a little tiny bit, and the teacher yelled at him. That's tough.
That was like a hop on pop read too.
Yeah.
He didn't have to go too far for it, but still didn't get it. Hop on chop. Ah, darn!
ChunkyKong holding down the ledge. Excellent back here. Yeah, wow. Good timing. And now 112%. You got to get a dash attack. Gets a late hit, a dash attack. I don't know what that F-tilt was supposed to be.
Regardless, KirbyKid fighting his way back for center stage and eventually not only finds it, also sets up for the ledge trap. And like we said, once one ledge trap starts, it's on the other person who is having the ledge trap in their advantage to make a mistake for that to kind of go away in a matchup like this. Great recovery again, though, by ChunkyKong. You talked about it. Those mix-ups that he has available makes a bad recovery look a whole lot better than it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, parries, but still not enough to get a punish. Back parry is still just that safe. That is not a move you're easily punishing any day of the week. Okay. And again, just like fading back gently, spacing his match.
just not letting KirbyKid get that opening at 182. ChunkyKong knows the stakes, right? One hit from K-Rool does it, but catching the bad DI, the drift to the ledge is what KirbyKid was looking for. Instead, it's a free ticket to the blast zone. ChunkyKong gets one himself, but we are evened up in game 3.
Yeah. Okay, just looks for that jump call out, doesn't get it. That can easily like transition into like so many more back airs, unless he is of course grounded. If KirbyKid is grounded, he doesn't get knocked up in the air at all. He can just immediately mash out, you know, like jump neutrally. Oh my god.
ChunkyKong getting a little bit too confident with those parries though, focusing on it too much, and KirbyKid taking big advantage. Look at the damage rack up. Up throw is 20.
Oh, but the Blueberry's down B is able to get past the forwarder and then still hit KirbyKid forward. Goes out there, baits the double jump usage. ChunkyKong stalls, delays, makes it back on with up B. Okay, looks for this next big opening. Dashing, shielding, waiting, couple little down tilts, and just goes for the run-in. Doesn't press anything that he shouldn't.
ChunkyKong was really looking for trips on these down tilts, not getting any, but at this point, I don't know if he needs one. He's not going to get a raw hit to take out the K-Rool just yet unless he gets a major read. So it's all about playing safely. Down throw, you better mash, buddy, or else the boxing glove will come to give you the right hook. And KirbyKid takes the 2-1 lead.
He was playing so good, too. Again, like, I feel like it can't be said enough about, like, how good ChunkyKong's spacing is. Just to be able to, like, avoid so many buttons. He manages his, like, drift as, like, a resource so well. He stalls, he delays. He is pushing Donkey Kong to the furthest he can go. You know?
I think the number one thing that people struggle with when they start getting into... I don't want to necessarily call it micro spacing, right? But when you're sort of stuck in between neutral and a scramble, having fine control of your aerial drift is one of the best things that you can practice. And ChunkyKong, like you mentioned, just pristine.
But jumps right into the neutral B that time around. KirbyKid was just like waiting, saying, come on, buddy, jump in. And again, wow, spacing that up B so well, getting past the spike, goes for it again. What is happening?
You know, I respect it because who's going to expect that, right? I would have enough respect for ChunkyKong that I would not assume that's the option. KirbyKid, though, going deep off stage. Unfortunately, sending ChunkyKong back into the stage opens him up an opportunity to take back this game.
Okay, just goes for the up B once again. That jab, not really sure what that was supposed to be. Maybe like a drop-off neutraler that he didn't get like the dash off. Maybe he was a little bit too far from the ledge at that point. One up B, looks for the second, but KirbyKid able to get his button out in time, gets that neutral B, and gets that kill. Now, gonna be looking for the forward, down throw, and good coverage.
Very unfortunate for KirbyKid, though, that the DK wasn't close enough that he would suck that up first rather than the cannonball, but that will lead to ChunkyKong getting that next stock, even if he's up 2 stocks apiece. And here comes the projectile hail again. Tech chase situation, one that ChunkyKong has not been able to find a whole lot of lately, and KirbyKid countering back nicely.
Okay, waiting a little bit, misses that tech, but still lands nice and safe with the back hill. Just forcing KirbyKid just to back off, sit and shield for just a second. F-tilt, somebody missed the tech, and space too much. Little too much space.
It was really, really nicely spaced by ChunkyKong, and again, the high recovery forcing KirbyKid to respect those multi-hits. There is that recovery getting right. Good as your aerial drift is, if you're trying to mix it up, you'll get caught in between, and that's where KirbyKid has been doing a good job at punishing ChunkyKong.
And again, just respecting all these buttons, but look at what cost. ChunkyKong is giving up space, and then has to guess. KirbyKid just able to get that down through into the dash attack, the classic. Has the right idea, but ChunkyKong goes up a little bit too high. One back hill. Okay, tech chase is going to be able to get it. That up smash would have covered, like, everything.
There's no way to elude it. It is always going to cover that platform. Again, the high recovery from ChunkyKong. Finding one move that is really a thorn in KirbyKid's side, but you gotta question how much longer it can work for, and the answer is no longer. 3-1 victory for KirbyKid.